was all right. Kind of a hostile crowd. It was South Carolina, but apparently several of them, one guy in particular, absolutely hates AI. He doesn't want to have anything to do with it. He thinks it's blasphemous. It's against the Bible. It's against everything he stands for. And that was before I showed the video with him in it, waving the flag.
Oh my God.
I know. I told him it was just going to stay internally, but he wasn't having it. He said that's just personally offended by it. And I mean, I let him speak. He has a right to speak his mind.
Exactly. We cannot please everyone.
Well, it's interesting to hear how people see technology, and how they feel threatened by it. And that's the thing. People they feel threatened by it. I said, you don't see how you could use this stuff? He said, I would never use AI. I said, you're probably using it right now. And he said, well, I'm using it a little bit. I had to look up something, whatever. And I said, okay, well, I said, he's into it. But he was pretty upset.
And I expected sort of this. Eventually, we were going to meet somebody that would take it the wrong way, basically. But okay, sooner rather than later, this was.
I didn't mind. I kind of expected to, like you said. And people fear what they don't understand, and my purpose was to hope they understand a little more. And and the president lady, she was very receptive to it. She talked to me for a while afterwards. She wants to use it for her business and stuff. But the guy, I don't think I don't know. But he expressed himself, and I'm glad he did.
Right.
So,
I agree.
How you doing? Thank you for doing that, by the way. That looked real good.
Of course. Thank you for your kind words. I'm sorry about early in the morning. Since you didn't say anything, I fell asleep automatically, and then you wrote to me, and I was like panic mode. Hi, hello. Didn't even know what to type, but I'm glad everything turned out okay.
Yeah, I went to the wrong place initially. I went to some Islamic temple, and I was getting close to 8 o'clock, and I'm like, nobody's here, and these almonds are coming out, and all this stuff. I'm like,
right.
And they're looking at me and they're checking out my car. And I drove the Bronco because Susan's car is in the repair shop. So they're like looking, and I'm like, great. They're gonna ask me for ID, and I'm gonna pull the stuff. They're gonna have my FBI challenge going on there, and they're gonna think I'm the FBI spying on them. And I'm like, oh my God, this is so bad. Where's this lady? So I called her up. I said, hey, am I in the wrong place? She said, yep.
Yeah.
And she goes, you're 15 minutes away. I'm like, wow. So I showed up late. Which is fine because they did all their
intro and everything, right?
Yeah. So
right, that was pretty interesting, and I can confirm for you, John, we can definitely do this for any chapter. Maybe not for all members, but at least 7 or 8 members per video.
That's all I need,
and I feel pretty comfortable now with this process. Obviously, I'm not the best. There is room for improvement, but I feel pretty capable of doing this again and again and again if needed. Go ahead.
Put my picture with the kids at the end, because this lady who I resonated with. I'm sorry, I can't remember her name.
The president.
Yeah.
Let me tell you her name.
Real nice lady. She's very smart.
Robin, I think it is. It is Robin, right?
Yeah, Robin. So she said, I told her, I said, I tried to tell this guy, I said, this doesn't disconnect you from humans. This makes you human. I said, I spend more time with my kids and my grandkids because of this. And I wish I had the picture to show him. But I said, but he just wasn't having it. But anyway, Robin said afterwards, she said, God, I have grandkids too, and I want to spend more time with them. And what you're saying, it just makes sense, So
I'm very glad we could connect at least with one of the members.
And a couple other ones had questions, and they were pretty
curious, right? At least they were interested.
You know what? If we're getting the community curious and looking at this as a tool and not a threat, even if one person feels that way, I feel like we did our job.
We did a good job, right? And also looking at the cost to produce these videos, it's around $7 for this 3 minutes, 3:30 that we created. But if we project that against the leads that we're getting, I think that's priceless. It's not even considerable if you think of it that way.
Yep.
But just so you are aware, we're more in the clear than enough. But also, we got another response from the initial email contact that I sent out. I sent it to your email. Let me tell you the title of this or the name of this person, just the first name, of course. And I think this morning our Spanish ads kicked off. And they were in review and in the learning period. And we immediately got a little bit of a spike in the visits to the Spanish one. But I realized I have sort of an interesting situation. First, let me tell you the name of the lady that is interested before I forget. Her name is Maribel. And I forwarded the email that she sent, and she's very interested also in the AI program. So she could even, I think, enroll to this program.
You sent to my inbox?
Yes, sir. Let me resend. Just sent it again. I am realizing she didn't attach her contact information.
Okay.
But I think I can reply to her asking for this information or asking for her availability or something like this if you want me to.
So what chapter is she at?
Let me tell you.
Oh, Indian Trail.
This is Indian Trail, correct? Not Indian Land. We were at Indian Line.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay, right.
Very, very tricky, this one.
Yeah. Yeah, great. I'll call her. Yeah, I can give her a call.
All right. I don't have her number though.
I'll just respond to her email.
All right. Let me see if it's available on the.
Yeah, it's on here.
You have it?
Yeah, yeah, I got it.
Excellent.
Oh, she's currently taking an AI course. It's great. Super.
Yeah. And would be great to poke her brain a little bit and see if what she's learning and what she's doing and what she's interested in learning. What's her objective in taking these courses that she's
planning. A lot of people will taking AI courses because they're learning all these tools, and what we can do is help them implement those tools.
That's right, and that is a wording I am using for the ads and for the program page. We're saying basically most programs teach how to use the tools, but not how to integrate the tools into your workflow. So you will be an expert in prompting, but you will never know how to use it for your business, basically. So we're doing that distinction. And I have an interesting situation with the Spanish people for the CRM. Since we send out nurture emails, I'm getting ahead of myself, but if we start getting some Spanish leads, should I separate them? Should we do like a double nurture funnel?
Just send them out in Spanish and with a half-clad girl and a guy in a suit.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Yeah. Same message, just in Spanish.
Just in Spanish. Okay. So I'll have to take some extra steps so that we can separate the English from the Spanish, but it's no big deal. Should take me like 30 minutes or something to implement this. Shouldn't be too bad. And I also would like to do some in-depth CRM contact updating, basically, just making sure that we have everything correct and we are following everyone. I have not taken the time in like 3 weeks to do this, so I think I'm a little bit farther behind. And I have nurture emailed you today, so I'll be sending it shortly to you for review. And,
hey, did we confirm with the person who's studio tours yesterday?
We should have. Let me confirm this with you. And this is right. Let me see. Yes, we did. We did 3 days ago, and then we did. We did 2 days ago, and then we did yesterday.
Did she open it?
No, she did not. Maybe it would be a good idea to give her a call.
Yeah. I'll do that.
Yeah, she didn't open the nurture email also.
Okay.
She's supposed to be visiting with 2 people today.
Yep. I had the Catholic Church of Matthews, which is one of the largest, I think it is the largest Catholic church in the country. They're located up the street from the school. And it turns out the guy in charge of the audio video department is a guy named Jim. And he actually worked with him briefly. Actually worked with his wife briefly. She was a news director at WCNC. And she taught here a while ago.
Wow.
But he's now divorced and he doesn't work there anymore and all that stuff. But he's he expressed some interest in teaming up with us in some ways. I told him he could come by the school anytime and just book an appointment. He said he would. He hasn't yet, but he wants to come by with somebody. So we'll see what that's about.
All right. Hopefully he shows up and we will see what he's about and see if we can do something with him. Of course, more than open for that.
I wonder how they feel about AI.
Sorry? Yeah.
They feel about AI.
The Antichrist. No, I'm just kidding.
That's the way the guy today, boy. I think he thought I was the Antichrist. I never seen. I knew something was up, and she the president told me afterwards that they were discussing when he came into the group and he found out that it was an AI speaker. He just lost it, and I figured that because I thought maybe I was getting the cold reception because I was late, but.
And you were so quiet, Jordan. I knew something was up since the moment you didn't start communicating with me. I knew there was something wrong. But okay, it will happen, and it will probably happen again. But it's perfectly fine, and everyone is entitled to their opinion. Hopefully, they can see the value for what we offer eventually, but we cannot force that onto them.
I was thinking I could make him say, "I'm sorry, John. I see the value."
I love AI. I love it.
It's the best tool in the world.
Oh my God.
Jack just sent the news over to you.
Yes, sir. I just received that. And I would also like to get the social media stuff for King and just reinforce his invitation since he hasn't told me anything. I think that's a pretty good opportunity that we shouldn't let it get away, basically, and we should make the most out of that. And with the Spanish ads, I am hoping we'll start getting some good, nice leads for AI.
Kings took the DSM program, but he didn't take the AI program.
He did not, but I will tell you something, John. He learned already by himself. He's pretty far ahead than the norm. Yeah, I was super impressed. I'm sorry if this didn't come through in the words that I chose when I was telling you about that, but he's...
So if he learned by himself, I will scholarship all of his tuition if he comes. All I do is pay the application fee. He can get in. I mean, he'll learn something else to it, or he'll add a student to a group who's familiar with things, and that works out great. Every time we have a student who knows stuff, like what was the guy's name in their filmmaking class? Brian.
Yep.
See how Brian was helpful to our students and everything. I love students who are knowledgeable.
Right, and I was very impressed, and I definitely think he will be a good addition if he decides to take the class. I will let him know then that he's invited. I would much rather have him come to the studio and then do all the promotional stuff and everything, and we can talk to him about this scholarship or something like this with him when he's in person. I don't know. I feel that would be best, but you let me know if you would want me to go ahead anyway.
Anything that can make the class better, I'm for.
All right. All right, and he's already applying it for his business and everything. So he not only knows how to use the tools, he's already using them for his business. So I think that's pretty impressive. I don't think he will, maybe for the first module, he will not be learning that much, but then after that, he will be, I feel we will give him some value in some way.
Sometimes, my experience is sometimes people who know a subject pretty well can get more value out of the course than someone who doesn't, because they're not drinking from a fire hose. They're listening for stuff they don't know, and they're saying, you know what, that could apply to this, and I think that's what's happening with King.
Right, could be, and we definitely can help him. He's not the expert, right, on AI, but he's definitely far ahead of the normal layperson that we're speaking to, basically, with our videos and our ads and everything. He's already way past the introduction, and I was very impressed with that. So I'll send him an invitation to the school. Just ask him to schedule maybe on your calendar, on the tour scheduler, and we can go from there. And we can ask him to do the testimonial. Is the main goal to have him in the school, basically, and then we can invite him, of course.
That'd be great.
All right. So I have this task, John. I think I expect to be done pretty quickly with these ones, maybe 2 hours or 2 hours and 30 minutes. So please let me know if you would like me to work on something else. If there is nothing else, of course, I have stuff to do over here.
Let me know if you can look at the AI books you put together. Make sure the stuff is still relevant. If it's not,
Right.
change what it is, change to make it relevant. And let's order a couple more books. Let's order about
Actually, now that you mention it, since we changed the curriculum, I probably need to update LMS and update the books and update everything. That's a good task also to add for today.
because we need to order it. We need to get some lag time in order. And classes start about a month from today.
Yes, sir. It's good timing for me. I have time to prepare everything.
Did Madison ever call you back?
Sorry?
Madison ever call you back?
She didn't, but I saw she was looking around on the website. She looked at the syllabus, and I expect she was trying to learn the topics and everything so that she could reply to my question about what she wanted to learn.
Great, super.
But I think she's pretty interested. I don't expect any difficulties from her.
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah.
She's smart. I talked to her about maybe 10 years ago. Her dad asked me to just talk to her about life, basically, where she wants to go with her life.
Right.
And I just sensed that she was smart. She was just in a sort of a bad relationship, and then she needed to get out of that. And that's, my daughter's that way too. I know that. I know what that's like. So it looks like she did well. She's married now, and she's got her life together, and I think she'll be a good student.
Right. I think so too. And especially since she has somewhere to apply everything that we will be talking about. So she's not just going to learn and then do nothing with that. She will be actively using the stuff we teach.
All right.
All right. So I'll be taking care of the LMS with AI stuff.
Maribel, Nurture.
Yep.
Maribel, Nurture.
King's Invite and everything.
Right, Spanish ads and updating the books.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. We'll speak in a while. Let me know if you need anything else from me.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Have a great day. Bye-bye.